Right, guys, welcome back to, I believe, day 11 of the JBHL. We only have about 45 seconds here before our first and only game of the night, the Minnesota Mallards versus the St. Louis Loons. So we're just going to run it down the line. There's only three of us tonight. What are your score predictions, guys? We'll start with you, Felix.
These are two really good teams. I could see this one being a pretty close contest here. I think St. Louis will have just the edge a little bit, but give me 4-3 in overtime.
4-3 in overtime. All right. And what about you, DeBrando?
Say 4-3 on overtime too for
Oh, all right.
Minnesota.
That's a consensus. Oh, the other way though. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both these teams are in that group that can beat each other. Like I think the middle of the pack from like team 3 until 10 in the rankings can kind of play through. I'm gonna give this one to the Mallards because they have their full team tonight. I think I'm gonna give them 3-2. Yeah. And we have about
How do we get out of here?
10 seconds. Yeah, we have to go to Team Fan to leave.
Uh,
Yeah, unfortunately. We have about 5 seconds.
I don't think Ginger's showing up.
And Ginger's not here, so I will play by play because I'm here.
Okay. Somebody took
Felix
my
or
media perms away. Can I get those back? Sorry.
Felix or DeBrando, do you guys want to run color while I do play by play?
I can run color if DeBrando doesn't.
I mean, if you want.
All right, that sounds good. All right, we are going to start here after a brief interruption. Sweaty takes up immediate shot on goal there, cleared off the mouth, and a great first chance for the Mallards. Now in the corner, we're working it, fighting with Ender, gets out. There's a pass. P3 goal by Fire JZ. He just scored 4 in his last game, and he's off to a very quick start here with his 5th goal point in 2 games.
You gotta love that if you're Minnesota here for sure. Fire Jay-Z has been on fire, no pun intended there. I mean, that's exactly what you need if you're Minnesota. You need to strike the iron while everyone is playing at their best right now, and as a result, they get an early lead, and it's 1-0 Minnesota. And honestly, I think they could add more to this real quick.
I agree. I mean, the Loons have also shown that they can be a slow starting team at times and rely heavily on Ende. They've shown both those cracks immediately. Good goal. And we're having another face-off here. Fire he wins it forward, but then Ender takes it over. Moves it to the middle of the ice, but he gets swept up by Sweaty, who moves it forward here, takes a shot, but Ende has it covered the whole way. No, it's TD Design, sorry, has it covered the whole way through P3 towards the Mallards net, and it's whipped by Cly. He almost hits it into his own net, but instead Ender crashes in and gets an easy goal. Crazy mistake there from one of the best goaltenders in the league.
Yeah, just a little bit of an unfortunate play there for Cly. I mean, this guy is honestly one of the best goalies in the league right now, but that goes to show you it's JBHL. Nobody's immune to mistakes here. And honestly, St. Louis couldn't have asked for a better response there. And as a result, it's tied. And I feel like we could have a great game here at this rate.
That is a wild start. Cannot remember the last time, if ever, in an official game I've seen both goalies posting a 0% save percentage off rip. And the Mallards now taking it out of their defensive zone. Sweaty with a nice corner move and a P3 from range that goes comfortably wide of TD Design's net. It's Ender battling in the corner now with Sweaty. There's a lot of space if someone can get it out. Fighting in the corner still now. Ender seems to have control of the puck. Pretty strong hit. But I think our referees can let that one slide. Ender now trying to fight it out of their own defensive zone here. Gets it up, but Sweaty's there just to clean it up. And we're probably going to see some line changes here as the Mallards make their first change. The Loons still on the ice. Can the Mallards take advantage of that as Ender now goes for their change? And the Mallards just kill behind the net. Both teams should pretty comfortably be able to make a change here, but it seems like there might be a 2-on-1 for a second, but a shot and goal. Sir Bingus Bongus. I don't know whose name that is that got changed. All right, that makes sense. Man, I mean, technically a 2-on-1 there is his teammate had to go change.
I mean, so far to start the game, you could obviously make the fact that goaltending is apparently optional right now. I mean, but you gotta feel great if you're Tino right now. I mean, that's his 8th goal on the season already. 8 goals in 7 games, and honestly, now I'm just looking to see just how many goals these teams are gonna score for the end of the period at this rate.
Absolutely. And I will say that is Tino's signature move. Take it to the side, pull it back, shoot. So a bit of a defensive breakdown there from the Mallards, who win it forward here with Cash. I'm not going to say his actual IGN name. He is battling it in the corner here with inaudibly manages to get it out. The Mallards would need this to be a stronger line defensively, and it is not, as Tino finds the corner with the Mallards' with the Loons' third shot and third goal of the game.
Tino doubling up there as well. You gotta love it. I mean, Minnesota right now, they're probably looking up down the ice. They gotta slow this game down, and they need to do so right now. I mean, it's quite remarkable. 4 shots, 4 goals. Neither team can buy a save right now. But if you're Minnesota, you have to slow this game down right now if you want any chance of getting back into it early.
And I mean, you have to be wondering what the locker room feel is right now. I mean, Clyde struggling, and I think it's going to be really important to see how these players bounce back morale wise. And Mallards win it, but just gift the Loons the puck. Now Tino moving it forward, taking another P3, and we finally have a save. Clyde covering his near post well. The Mallards now trying to fight it out of their own defensive zone. Cash getting past one. He's got another one on him. Can he pass it? No, he can't. Cleaned up well by inaudibly, who whiffs the corner move. Gets it now. Gets past Cash. P3's it up, but it's too short. And it should be pretty easily taken back by Psycho Saint, who finds a nice same side pass to Cash. And it gets battled into the corner. The Loons with a pretty major stam advantage here, and the Mallards go for their first change. But the Mallards also is worth noting they're already down to 18 stam on their first change here, so their stam imbalance is not looking great. As Sweaty fights in the corner, inaudibly wins it. He has a pass on if he can just find it, but he gets poked away by Fire JZ, who's in the corner. Seems to get it past inaudibly. No, pull back P3. A good save by Clyde, his second of the night. And now inaudibly in fire again in the corner. A lot of corner battles happening here. Now pass up to Sweaty, but Ender cleans it up. He's looking to get it out. Can't. Sweaty's got the puck. Can he get it out? Nice pull back. Some space if he can find the pass. Fire JZ is open on the blue line, but he can't quite find it. Ender bringing it up, and it gets pinged away into the back. Can he find the pass? P3 to the middle. But no, Fire JZ now with his own opportunity. Can he P3 it? Takes a heavy touch, and he still somehow gets it around the goalie. TD Design facing 2 shots. Both of them are now in the back of his net. Not sure how that one went in.
Not quite too sure either. I'm just going to give Fire JZ the benefit of the doubt here and completely dangled around Ender right there. That's probably not what happened, but you know what? We're just going to give it to him. Definitely the response if you need if you're Minnesota. 5th goal on the year for Fire JC, and he continues this impressive streak of amazing form, and just like that, Minnesota's back into it, and they're only down 1.
Yeah, I don't know how that one went in. It looked like he took a heavy touch. Looked like TD was racing off his line, but he snuck it by. Can the Mallards respond now? Again, the Loons whiff it twice and are in their own defensive zone, but they have the puck. Fire JZ fighting. He seems to be the difference maker for this Mallards team right now. Good rotation there as Psycho Saint brings it up. Fire JZ gets past one. He's got some space. Can he find the pass, though? Almost forces it past Double Diamond, who manages to take it off of him. Now Ender bringing it up, and again, Stam is low. We're going to need some changes here soon. Fire JZ gets past 1, gets past 2, but he can't find the shot as Double Diamond again manages to recover the last second. I have not said his name much this game, which is not a good sign for the Loons, because he's been a real difference maker for them. Tries to find the pass forward, but it's cut out by Cash. Nice pull back. He has some space, but his teammate is crowding him out a little bit there, and they run into some trouble. Some clean line changes here, though, for both teams. As inaudibly recovers in neutral ice, passes it up to Tino, takes that P3. He's already scored twice, but he gets comfortably saved at the feet of Kalai. The good glove, T Pino tries, I'm not quite sure what. But he tries to pull it back there, gets read very well by Cash, but inaudibly snatches it off of Cash. Can he take a shot? No, well read by Psycho Saint, who now brings it up. He's in the offensive ice. Good attempt, but just wide of TD Zone's net. Now, Loons with a lot of space here. Minnesota playing passively, and should have a chance, could have a chance here, but it seems like it'll end the period here. 3-2 to the Loons. And let's go back to our desk, everybody. All right, guys. This is quite a period to dissect. We've heard from me, and we've heard from Felix quite a bit. So, DeBrando, what are your thoughts on this period?
It's I mean it's not the goalie's best performance tonight, but yeah, I think the high scoring it's only because of the goalies. Let's say because first of all for St. Louis they don't have a end day in that they have another rookie goalie design, and for it's Clay I know he's a great goalie, he's one of the best in the league, but just that sometimes it can be inconsistent or like not, let's say not waking up during the first period. So sometimes let some sloppy shot goes in. And maybe, but I think I know that in the second and the third maybe he can get his shot back. Let's say it like.
Yeah, I agree. Sure. Felix, what do you think Minnesota needs to do to wake up here?
Honestly, at this point, just keep peppering shots in. I mean, you've got 2 shots and 2 goals right now. Definitely a little bit of a shocking performance there from Ende, who we know as one of the most consistent and well-rounded
Well,
goalies in this
the
league.
Loons
Has
had TD design it in the net tonight. It's a different guy, actually. Sorry.
Well, that explains a lot now.
Yeah.
Statement still stands. Just keep putting the shots in the net, getting past the guy there. I mean, you've got 2 now on 2 shots. There's nothing saying that you can't add more.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It seems like there's a lot of battling in the corners here, and then as soon as one team gets it out, they're just free and clear. So the positioning and the defensive awareness, I think, from both teams needs to just be a little bit stronger. As we're going to take it away for our second period here, to myself as I commentate. Face off here, and the Mallard win it forward, fighting, trying to take that shot, and can't really get it off. Doesn't count towards the stats. We see now Fire JZ trying to work it forward. It's Ender hiding forward, just bouncing around in the middle ice right now as people crouch on the puck. Fire JZ takes it back, tries to work it forward here, but gets read well by Double Diamond, who takes it into the corner himself. Fire JZ still has the puck here, I think. Yeah, he's taking it full forward. Can't really do anything with the space, and the Mallards now have a chance to just recollect here. RJZ needs to move his positioning up to give his teammate an option to hit the puck. They just seem to be running into a lot of crouching here without any real thought process for how they're going to get the puck up the ice. Double Diamond G now chasing it down. He's got some space in front of him. It takes a super heavy P2 touch. Clyde pokes it away. Now it's a 2-on-1 here. Sweaty can move it forward, but again, just runs in to the backing up defender. Cash now's got some time. Finds a nice pass. P3 from range! TD Design, again, not quite in the right position. Maybe not expecting it. Screened by his defender, and in it goes.
Sweaty day, no suspect to coming alive here in big moments. One of the newer players on this Minnesota team making his mark in a very positive light here. I think if you're St. Louis right now, you just got to rally around the young goaltender. Just try to help him shake off this early rough start here. But right now, that's a great shot from Sweaty Day, and we have a brand new hockey game now, tied at 3.
Yeah. Brand new hockey game indeed. The first period didn't happen. 3-3, all even. Face off here. One back by the Mallards. Forward towards Cash, but he can't get the right touch. And it's going to go towards the Loons' defensive corner here on the left side. Inaudibly with a nice pullback move. P3 up, but it's too short in a dangerous area. Can he get the shot off? No. Inaudibly recovers. Can he find a pass or shot here? No. Now Cash on a breakaway here. We've got 2 defenders careening in on him, and he hits the outside of the post. Still has some space to try and get a pass there. Oh, inaudibly moved, taking it forward. Psycho Saint, nice win in the corner, but Cash's positioning was too defensive, and he couldn't get on the end of it. Tino now the nice pullback P3 in 4-3 immediate response from the Loons. Tino scoring 3 of the exact same goal on Clyde.
As the hats come raining down here in St. Louis, these fans are absolutely loving this stuff from Tino right now. I mean, that is now the 10th goal of the season for Tino, second all-time, second in the leaderboards right now for skaters. And right now, you just need to keep rallying around that, just keep putting them offensively. And as a result, hat trick goal. You gotta love it if you're St. Louis.
Absolutely. I mean, it really seems like the Mallards players have not realized that Tino's always going to pull that back and take that quick P3, and Clyde seems not be ready for it either. One forward here by Tino again. He's in the corner, finds a good slot pass, but inaudibly couldn't get on the end of it under some pressure from the defender. Some whiffs there, and Tino's just going to take it up free. Another P3. He had that near post a little open, but he couldn't find the gap. Psycho Saint now fighting to get out of his corner, but he gifts it straight to Tino. He's going to pull it back again. P3, no, he can't get it off as Cash gets to poke it away. Both teams now low on stam. Just a bit of a dump there from Tino. He's left it wide open. P3, he whips. He had a shot. Continues unclear. Yes, he can. A good poke away. Now the Mallards are at a big stam disadvantage here. They need to control this puck and get off the ice. One change done. A great glove by TD Design. Holy. As a goalie myself, that is such a hard save under a lot of pressure from poor line changes. Now Sweaty everybody's going to take it behind his net so that they can get 5JZ back on the ice to try and help this game. Slot pass, the Loons Ender whiffs it. They're offsides for a second, doubling up on the puck there. And Ender somehow managed to get it past P3 into the feet of Clyde. Good save, good positioning, probably for the first time this game. Double Diamond G manages to put some good pressure on the pinch, get the puck into the corner. Can he find the pass, though? No. Sweaty moves it forward, but Ender cleans it up. Double Diamond now needs to get his positioning up the ice. Watch that slot pass and be there as an option for your teammate. But he pulled it back, almost handed Sweaty a free shot, but he couldn't get it off. Now in the corner with a good pullback, manages to stay onside, but Ender reads his play well. But can Ender get out of the corner here? Behind the net, the Loons doubling up on it. Risky play as they had a free man open on the blue line. Slot pass, no one's there. Ender manages to clean it up. The Loons now on a lower stam than the Mallards because of how late the change was. The Mallards now just trying to find shots. They do! Those quick P3s. I mean, they're all going in.
Everything that both teams seem to kind of be throwing at the net right now is going in. I mean, 8 goals before the third period. Definitely a little bit of a spectacle here. I mean, if you're Minnesota, you just are not going down without a fight right now. And honestly, it's very admirable to see. And now the game is tied because of it. And I'm sure those are going to be plenty more.
I think so. This is surely one of the strangest games I've ever seen. More goals than saves. I don't know what's going on, but it's certainly entertaining. The Loons here, quick P3 again. Really could have easily snuck in. Tino is just wrecking havoc on this line, and we also see Willow now is in with Psycho Saint on this line. A new skater, so we'll see how he goes in this quite hectic game. Battling in the corner now with Tino. Can one of them get it out? Tino risky there, almost centers it in front of his own net. Willow has a bit of space here, but he can't really quite get it out. P3 from range. No! I was about to go absolutely insane. Oh. No goal.
Well, we wanted something new, and that's something new that's happened in this game, but definitely not the good kind of new.
Definitely not. Disappointing from the Mallards, as they thought they had the lead for the first time in this. Yeah. do. They do. Psycho State with the first goal of his game.
Well, that's what we get for saying anything about that. After a very tough offside call that went in against their favor now, they were able to rebound literally at lightning speed and get another one back on the board. And just before the end of the period, that's a huge tie-turning goal. Now Minnesota just has to hold on to it and bring this lead into the third period. And honestly, anything can happen.
Absolutely. And I'm running out of things to say because every single one of these goals has been a quick P3 from range. It's hard to describe them. But anyway, a fascinating game so far. The Mallards win it back, but I think it's going to be an FOV on the Loons, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And now face off, take two, this time with inaudibly. I don't think he hit the puck, so I don't know if it should have been.
My FOV notification isn't working. I mean, it was an FOV, but whatever.
Yeah. I got you. Tino now trying to get it out of his own corner. Good pullback move. Sold him down the river. P3 from range. After a great pass, Tino with a beautiful sequence of play to beat Cash there, who has been pretty shaky defensively so far, overcommitting quite a bit. 3 seconds now. Can the Mallards get a last shot off? No, they cannot. And they go into the third period with a 5-4 lead as we take it back to the desk. And for some analysis, the brand of
It's not allowing me back at the desk. Not letting me. I don't know what's going on.
/desk.
Yeah, it says I don't have permissions to do that. Somebody took away my media perms again. I don't know what's happening.
Oh dear.
I'm not allowed to do my job.
As we wait for Felix to
go.
find his way back into there he is. DeBrando, I mean, how do you even analyze that?
Yeah, let's say it's a close game. Not because of the goalie doing good saves and good things. No, it's a close game because every half the shot they say the goalie face goes in. So that's why it's a high scoring, and that's why it's close for both sides. That's why it's 5-4 going into the third, and there's maybe more goals if the goalie keeps making like mistakes on the net or letting the far side open and get some the player can just have some P3s and it goes in. So we very excited to see the third period.
Oh, for sure. Felix, the Mallards did it. They turned around. How do you now defensively just calm this game down?
You gotta be a little bit more safer with your puck possessions and with these passes and everything. I feel like a lot of these Minnesota players, I think, are trying to get the puck up the ice a little too hard. Not for a lack of not trying, of course, but I think they just need to be playing a little bit more safer with the puck. I mean, you know that the defense for both teams has been a little bit rough. Neither goalie is really having a great night, so you need to step up defensively and make that difference to hold on to that lead.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll see. We have an absolutely intriguing third period to come now, and who can pull it out? Who can get on top? We'll find out here in 2 seconds. And Fire JZ winning the face-off. Now with some space, whiffs the puck, and Kino will be able to take it forward. Good poke check by Fire JZ. He then whiffs it again. A lot of whiffing happening here. As inaudibly will get a nice scoop, but play it straight into Fire JZ. Somehow it'll work out. The Mallards play it back to their goalie. It seems like there's some crazy nerves going on here. A lot of miscommunications already. Can he find the cross pass? Yes, he can, but Fire JZ can't get his shot. And inaudibly now trying to take it forward, but again, whiffing. Almost hands it straight to Fire JZ. But he manages to take it back into his defensive zone here. Good ping by Sweaty, who will try and get a pass out. Does, but no one is there. Fire JZ manages to get a quick free peek. We've seen that go in several times already tonight. The Mallards are fighting for it, playing smart. They're not overcommitting on the puck, moving back, but getting a nice poke check there. Fire JZ towards Tino. Tino tries to get a pass out, but it is going to be just short. Too close to Sweaty, who now gets past one, gets past two. Can he get a shot? Yes, he can, but it is gobbled up by Ende, who is now in the net. I believe the Loons have subbed their goalie in. That's huge. That is huge. This could be huge for the end of this game. As a Mallard's line change hits him AllahFresco back to save that one. Now, Cash needs to play it smart here. He's got his second man back on the ice now. Can he get around one? He gets around both, but he can't get his shot away. Ende now being a much more aggressive goalie and a much harder target to get by than I think TD Design was, unfortunately for him. P3 from range. Clyde gobbles that one up pretty easily, what we expect from him. And a goalie of his quality. Cash fighting in the corner, gets past Double Diamond, but then whiffs his second hit. Still manages to get something going, but Double manages to recover. Plays it straight back to him with a pullback, and Ende gobbles it up. Already looking much more assured than the previous goalie, which I think gives the Loons a lot more confidence. Cash trying to do some fancy moves behind the net, but he gets cleaned up well by Ender, who can't quite get out of his corner yet. He's got some space now. Manages to play it up. Neutral ice. Battling with Cash. Still got it, but then takes a heavy touch behind the net. Can he find a slot pass? Yes, he can. Open, but now breakaway here for Psycho Saint. Can he find the net? Ooh, he cannot. That was pretty bad. It's all right though. The Loons now with some space and time, passing it up, but pinged away by Cash, who gets past one, but has to take it into the corner. The Loons bunching now, stacking on that puck. No out ball. Ender in the corner seems to be wasting time, which is a strange decision considering. I guess he was going for a line change. Never mind. That was smart. Playing very aggressively, knowing his linemate is behind him with the change. But here it seems like they're past. Heavy P3 straight towards Ende, who cleans it up nicely. Now the Loons moving forward, but Fire JZ cleans it up. Fire JZ and Sweaty, definitely the better line here for the Mallards. And I don't know if that was going in or not. I think it was outside of the post, but still a good save by Ende. Good glove, ensuring that it keeps out of his net. The Mallards now approaching again, seeming to be the more offensive of these teams. Puck spending a lot of time in the Loons corner, almost goes in. Sweaty trying some moves, but he just can't find the inside of the post. Penalty here, P3, and it seems like that penalty is going to be on the Loons. Not the position that you want to be in. Oh, goalie hits.
Definitely a good tide turner here. I mean, if you're St. Louis, I mean, you got your guy in net. You have to build off the snub, but that's a killer penalty to take late in the game here. There's just over a minute left. Now you both have to kill a penalty and try to get another goal on the board. I mean, it's not looking too great.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I mean, the other thing to consider here is Stam. I mean, send your star player out to kill the pen, and that means if there's not another stoppage, they're not on the ice to try and get you that game-winning goal.
Yeah, definitely. There's a couple guys on this bench that I feel like should be able to get it. I mean, you got to look at Tino right now. He's got a hat trick here. I'm surprised we haven't seen a lot of Diamond Double G. I'm not sure if he is on the bench or not. But for a guy who's been so amazing this season, he's been, unfortunately, a little bit of a non-factor here tonight, which is quite shocking to me.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, he's played at least the second and third periods. I know. I don't remember if he played the first, but really hasn't impacted too much here. Does look like it will be Tino to kill, and Ender is in the box here as we go into an intriguing 30 seconds. It could put this game out of reach for the Loons.
If you're St. Louis, you just gotta hope and pray you can get through it right now, and let's just see if they can, honestly.
Yeah, pull back. Good read by Tino there. He needs to not overcommit. Play the 2v1 well. Don't go for that ball right there. Stay back. He's got a man behind him, and I don't know if he realizes it. There you go. Playing smarter. Now being brought up here. Good pass. Fire JZ, but he can't get the shot. Just too far away. Now he's got to guard the slot, which he didn't do very well there. But he's getting away with it. Tino takes it into his own corner. He has puck possession. I'm not quite sure why he dumped it like that. Keep it behind your net. Just wait for a little longer. Tino did a successful kill. P3ing it up for Ender. He manages to get a shot away, but it's just too far in front of the net. Fire JZ battling in the corner now. The Loons with 2 phenomenal skaters on the ice, 3 phenomenal skaters on the ice. They've pulled their goalie. He wasn't doing much anyway. And here we have it. They're bunching like crazy, taking away their own advantage, and it's an open net for. That's a bad hit. That is a bad hit, and I think this could be a major. This could easily be a pen shot. That is yeah. Wow.
I mean, not much to add on to that. It's a bad hit. It's just bad, honestly, from Tina, who's been playing so well, so defensively responsible. That's an awful time to take that penalty.
Wow. I mean, not a pen shot, but it's a major with an empty net. Now I guess not an empty net. I thought they had to keep an empty net. I don't know what happened there, but it still almost went in, and they managed to clear it out. 2-on-1 still for the rest of this game. I mean, it's not looking good. Double Diamond's gonna have to do something spectacular here, but no. Phenomenal save by Ende. And that is it. The Mallards beat the St. Louis Loons 5-4 in one of the most exciting games I think I've ever watched.
Definitely can't argue with that. I mean, these are 2 teams that are really battling in the standings here. But tonight, these 2 teams just proved that the Mallard is mightier than the Loon right now. These are big 2 points here for Minnesota. They'll move up to 5th in the standings here tonight, surpassing St. Louis based on the games played here. And yeah, definitely an interesting one. We'll call it that. We'll call it what it is.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, JBHL, it has been a phenomenal 30 or so minutes, very entertaining. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we wish you a good few days until our next game day on, I believe, Saturday.